Today I'm going to be comparing the Pilntons and the Durastrong lawn bags. Now, as you can see here, the Durastrong one does have those handles running all the way down the side, whereas the Pilntons one does not. It just has the one at the top and the one at the bottom. One other thing of note is the Pilntons one is a 72 gallon. They also have 32 and then 132 gallons, so they have gigantic ones. Whereas this one, the Durastrong, I purchased the 40 gallon. So this is obviously a bit smaller. Now, one thing of note when you're just comparing these two, I bought both of them obviously. The Piltman's one needs assembly. So you have to do these black, they're like a thick plastic, and you have to do one down the side and then you have to do one around the top that gets it to stay up. So there's a little bit of assembly that it's not difficult. It took me maybe a few minutes to feed the thing through around the top and then down the side, but is something to keep in mind. Whereas the Durastrong one works just straight out of the package. You literally take it out of the package. This is 100% what it looks like. Now, what I really like about the Durastrong versus the Piltons is that the Durastrong has these I'm going to say straps that just kind of run down the side to help you keep it from breaking. And then also the thickness of the material on the Durastrong is considerably thicker than what it is on the Piltons as well. So that is something to keep in mind. Now, the Piltons comes with a lid on it. It has a zipper all the way around, which I'm actually going to be using these for leaves. So I'm not going to be using the lid too terribly much. But if that is something that you need, then that's a good option. The Durastrong says that it holds up to 1,000 pounds. Now, with the way that you're carrying it, you're probably going to be using those big straps, but it says it holds up to 1,000 pounds, and based on the extra thickness of it, I can guarantee that it holds a lot more than the Piltons one does. But again, if you're just hauling leaves, whether they're wet or dry, it's not going to be that big of a deal. This one is going to have, in the Durastrong, is going to end up having 3 handles on each side. So you have this small one here up top, this much bigger one, and then one at the bottom. Whereas the Pilton's bag only has 1 handle on the side and then 1 on the bottom, and then the same on the other side. So this one has 4 handles total. This one has 6. Now, in regards to the construction, I believe, to me, it feels like that there is like metal wire or something to keep it open inside of here, whereas this is plastic. So over time, this plastic is going to degrade, but that's just if you leave it outside or something like that. Beyond that, it shouldn't make that big of a difference. I did also want to point out the connection. So this is how it's stitched on the Durastrong bag all the way across. That's how they stitched it to hold it together. Whereas this one, there's no such stitching like that. It literally is just like one small piece of thread all the way around the bottom ring. So definitely not going to be able to hold as much with this one. Overall, they're both good products. They'll both work really well for leaves, but if you're looking to carry something that is larger, the Durastrong is definitely the winner by far. But if you're looking for a little bit more of a value proposition, then the Piltons is a good option.